Hey friends, it's Rachel Archelaus here, founder of the Intuitive Art Academy, and I wanted to share with you all the ways that I use intuitive art in my life. It's probably not a surprise that I use intuitive art in many different ways in my life, and I thought it might be interesting to share with you exactly what I do with it. So the first way that I use it is as an artist in my artistic and publishing life, and I illustrate books with it. So this is intuitive art, and I illustrated the story in here with intuitive art. And I also illustrated the poems that are in here with intuitive art. So what I did was, after I was done writing the story, I went to each page and I did an intuitive art drawing for that page. So it holds the energy of that page. And I did the same thing for the poems. And so all of the poems energy corresponds here. So you could decode it just like an intuitive art drawing. And I also do that for book covers like this one. So this is an actual intuitive art drawing that I did at one of our certified intuitive artist monthly meetings, and then it ended up on the cover of a book. So I just love how versatile this is. You know, it is a way to talk to our higher self, but it's also an artistic outlet and just contains so much information in it that it can be very emotionally moving if you do it in this technique and not just in the little scribble technique with your eyes closed, which again is also really awesome. I also use intuitive art in my author life, not just on the book cover, but to help me find the tone of a project. This is a drawing that I did, and it's in my book, and I was asking about the book. So I was writing this, kind of having a hard time feeling the whole thing, feeling the whole project, and so I did that drawing just to help me get the tone of it and to help me continue and finish writing it. So that was super helpful to me. I also use it to help me decide which projects to work on. So I'm often writing several books at a time, and I know that sometimes it's easier to work on one rather than another. Sometimes I don't know which one to choose. So I will do an intuitive art drawing and see what is it like if I work on this one, what is it like if I work on this one, and then I just see which one's easier, more flowing, because the last thing I want to do is get into a situation where I'm writing and I'm having a really hard time, because that's always really frustrating. So I also use intuitive art in my businesses to kind of talk to my companies, see where they're at, to get business strategies. I can ask about different opportunities that are coming up and seeing how they would play out. It's so helpful to me in my business. I can't even tell you. I would not be able to run my companies without intuitive art, because I can look into the future basically and see which opportunities will pan out, which ones will present a problem, if I should hire this person now and what would happen as opposed to later. Like, I have notebooks and notebooks and notebooks of intuitive art drawings about my business, and it's always so super helpful. So in my personal life, I also use intuitive art to kind of gauge more, how can I be healthier, happier, more abundant? I just did this drawing yesterday. How can I improve my relationship with myself after our live stream that we had recently? And it's always so validating. Like, I live a very intuitive life naturally, and even when I do a drawing, I'm just seeing what I'm already doing, and this is just helping me to focus even more on that. And so what a great reminder to know that my alignment's going to be fluid. I will be switching tasks throughout the day. I will be going with the flow, and to focus on my joy, because that's what's in the middle there, that yellow. I mean, it's just so wonderful to have that companion with me, really, to help me know that I'm doing a good job and I should just keep going. And, you know, sometimes I have to tweak something. Earlier in the year, an intuitive art drawing told me to have more structured fitness in my life, and it's really changed a lot for me to do that. So I never know what I'm going to find when I do an intuitive art drawing for myself, but it's always something wonderful and positive and loving. So I can't get enough. I also use this in my relationships when something comes up. Sometimes I'm faced with a decision to make of whether to go or stay, or what to do about something that's happening. I don't do these kinds of drawings very often because my life isn't that full of drama, but when it has happened, it's been really helpful just to see before my eyes the dynamics of a relationship. I can see myself, I can see who they are being at the moment, how we're relating to each other, if it's a communication issue, if it's really something that's pulling us apart. It is so helpful with relationships. And if you take any of our advanced courses like Clarity for Life or the certification, we actually show you how to do a relationship drawing type, which separates the people. So it's not just like a regular intuitive art drawing where there's like one big jumble. It'll show up as two different things so you can actually read the relationship dynamics. It's really cool. And then of course, I am the founder of the Intuitive Art Academy, so I use this with my students and my clients all the time. I love doing this in coaching sessions, especially if somebody has already done intuitive art, and so we can both do a drawing at the same time, and that way they get the benefit of seeing the similarities, like how the message is the same no matter who draws it. I also, of course, love teaching my students about intuitive art. I love seeing their aha moments. I get emails all the time about how they have felt ease for the first time in a long time, or maybe ever, and they weren't expecting that. So that's wonderful. So these are all the ways that I use intuitive art in my life and businesses. It's just so helpful. It helps me shortcut things. It gives me the actual information that I need to make a decision, and it's never let me down. I constantly go back through my drawing pads and see like, oh, I followed through on that and that actually happened. And that's awesome. I'd love to hear about how you use intuitive art, so feel free to share. And if you'd like to advance your practice, you can go to intuitiveart.com/shop and scroll down to our Clarity for Life personal course, which will teach you all of the advanced techniques of how to decode, do different drawing types, contact different sources, just really master this whole art, and also about our certification so that you could use this with clients and for profit. And we also have a whole coaching program if you're interested in learning how to develop your own coaching practice using intuitive art. So that's it for me, guys. Super duper love, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.